And then the Holy Quran says we created the universe like this and will continue to create that again and again. This is a phenomenon which will go on repeating. So I don't know, you don't know, and nobody knows how many times this universe came into being, or how many billion years each universe stayed, how it developed, what sort of life developed in that, and how their whole era of existence were wrapped up ultimately, like the Holy Quran describes. The Holy Quran describing this phenomenon at one place says, just a minute, the verse escapes me, but it says, we'll wrap them round our hand. And the wrapping is described like the wrapping of a scroll. You know what scroll is? Like toilet paper roll. In olden days, they didn't use sheets of paper to write, but they had some material which was, which rolled out and rolled in back, like I have told you the roll of his toilet paper. So they wrote things on it and went on opening it and unrolling it until it was finished, then they would roll it back. That is how the scrolls were kept. And this is why you hear of Dead Sea Scrolls. In the time of Hadhrat Jesus and some centuries afterwards, still the world used to commit things to writing in rolls like these. So they are called scrolls. So the Holy Quran says, we'll wrap up the whole universe like the wrapping up of scrolls, round and round. Now the scientists have also discovered that when a black hole attracts matter from outside, immense stars rush towards it and disappear. But as they reach the black hole, they don't enter straight into it. They start wrapping round it like a scroll. And they are wrapped round and round and round and round until they disappear totally. So how beautiful is the Quran? In no other religious book can you read such clear description of things which were completely unknown to man. It was impossible for a human being to imagine these things and to such beautiful detail, and then to be able to describe these things for the future man to read and understand. So this is the answer to your question, how the earth is formed. God does not go into the detail of each star, how this was born, how that was born, but the basic principle and phenomenon which applies to creation, that has been explained in the Quran. Understood? I tried to explain things in a manner that the children could understand. I hope they did. You did? Good.
Why aren't we allowed, could you please tell me, why aren't we allowed to celebrate birthdays?
You see, the direction of the loudspeakers are so that the voice can't carry here pretty clearly. Yes. There's always, I find it difficult to understand. So somebody should tell me what he was saying.
He was asking why.
When men speak, I can understand it all, but I don't know why is perhaps the children, their pronunciation, accent is this point.
He wanted to know why we are not allowed to celebrate birthdays.
You say, why should you celebrate any birthday? This is the question. What reason do you find? Give me one good reason why you should celebrate a birthday. And what is the philosophy of celebration itself? Why do you celebrate things? Because something very special happens. Huh? So the birth of every Tom, Dick and Harry in the world is not a special thing. billions of people are born and they die, and most of them turn out to be big rascals and wanton people and who create trouble in the world. Even the politicians, they are very selfish and they care a hoot for the rest of the world. Only they serve their own country. And in some countries they don't even serve the cause of their own people. So why should anybody's birth be celebrated as something very special? Now I turn to another question. The greatest man on earth, who was he? Hadhrat Muhammad Rasulullah. Why are you taking so long to reach the right answer? Hadhrat Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was the greatest man on earth who was ever born or who will ever be born. Correct? Because he in fact was the ultimate purpose of creation. If he were not to be born, then God would not waste the time on this creation. He was the very summit, the very essence of life and things. And his birthday, did he ever celebrate his birthday? Not to your knowledge? No? Did any of his relatives, his children, etc., his companions, his caliphs celebrate their birthdays? No? Hadhrat Masih Maud Islam, now in this age, did he ever celebrate his birthday? In this age, the most special person is Masih Maud Islam, isn't he? Any caliph of Ahmadiyya, did he ever celebrate his birthday? So, are you more special than all these people? Why should you? Be humble. Anyone who ever has a right to celebrate, whoever had a right to celebrate, was Hadhrat Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But he didn't. So it's just nonsense, meaningless. You're only blindly following the Western traditions. And that blunts your intelligence. If you start blindly following the traditions of another people, your intellect is always blunted. You become blind followers. And that is what we do not want to happen to Ahmadi boys. They should understand things, analyze them, accept the good things, and reject the nonsense. See? So I have proved to you that there is no sense whatsoever in celebrating the birth of an ordinary person, because the most extraordinary people, the most important people we know of, never celebrated their birthday. We should follow them, not any Tom, Dick and Harry of today. Right? Good. Good. Next please. You mean all these people line up to this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We're in for a big time, yes? Now I'll have to be brief in my answers. I didn't notice the line, how long it was.
We had to stop it because it just kept going.
Achha. This is after stopping.
This after stopping, yes.
Yes.
May I ask you why Muslims should have a beard?
Beards?
Yes.
Yes. You don't have any beard. You are not a Muslim, are you? Are you a Muslim?
Yes.
You don't have a beard? So why do you ask a question about beard which is yet to come after a long, long time? Are you already getting worried about your beard? It's not only the Muslims which have beards. Many others have. Don't they? All six have beards. And many Englishmen I know have beards. And many Jews have beards. It's not only the Muslims who have beards. Many people have. The point is that all over the world, men or males are born with beards and females are born without beards. Potentially, I mean, not at childbirth, of course. Potentially, those who were to become men later on, those boys, they are born with potentials for beards.